Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be talking about... No, we're going to talk about the special guest first. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I have a special guest with me and that is my son. So we're going to be talking about the AirPods Max. But before we get into that, I have a very important question for him. Seth, who do you think this is for?
Steph?
No?
Mommy?
Yes. So let's have a look at what is inside the box. But before we open up, again you can see a picture of the AirPods Max with the smart case. We'll talk about that later. So now we're going to open up and have a look. So as usual, Apple has kept it simple with the logos. Just a simple logo on the sides and an AirPods Max naming with smart case. And here's a closer look at the case, which has sparked a lot of controversy. So let's have a look inside. Wow, okay, first looks is very nice, but it can feel quite a bit of a heft there. And this is the smart case. Let me take that out first. So the smart case is protected by some paper, and there's the smart case itself, and here are the AirPods. Again, the AirPods comes with some protective covers. Put that aside, and this feels straight off cold to the touch. Let me put it to one side. And now we have inside the box just a couple of papers. Again, no sticker. Seems to be the path these days that Apple hasn't been providing any of the stickers anymore. And of course we have the USB-C to Lightning cable. So that's it in the box. Okay, there you have it, the AirPods Max. So I'm going to let my son try now and see how is it like to feel it for the first time. There you go. So you have to put according to where the marking is. They will indicate right and left. Okay, try it on now. See, there's a button on the right where you can... Now you can hear me clearly, right?
Yeah.
Very clear, even
Oh
in
my
tone.
gosh, yeah.
Yeah, now I put to transparency. Oh, no, sorry, this is active noise cancellation right now. So can you hear me? I think he can't really hear me. Maybe you can hear me. Can you hear me now?
Huh?
You can't hear me? Can hear, can see
hear
a bit,
you.
right?
I hear you.
Okay, now I play the music for you and you try. Can you hear me? Huh? Is it noise activation now? Can you hear Daddy? Okay, put your hand up here to adjust the volume.
What?
Turn your hand here. Put your hand up here. Touch the digital crown. Okay, wait. There's a digital crown here. This can adjust the volume.
What?
Yeah. So now,
I cannot even hear what I'm saying.
Okay.
I can't even. I
so the
don't know.
digital crown enables you to adjust the volume, and there's another button on top where you can press to activate the transparency mode
even know
or
what
the
I'm
active
saying.
noise cancellation. So can you? What is it now?
Just now I cannot hear what I'm
Now
saying.
you can hear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you can adjust the volume. You try adjust the volume by turning the down. No, just it's very easy to turn, right? You just do this. Yeah. Is it nice? Okay, now you activate the noise. The
Press.
active
Is it
active.
press?
No, noise cancel. The other button. There's
This.
one more button. Press. Now it's on active noise cancellation. So
I
Can you-
totally cannot hear what I'm saying.
yeah, you
What am
cannot
I
hear.
saying?
Yeah, you're saying what I'm saying, but he still can hear what he. I mean, he can't hear what he says, but he can still understand what he's trying to say. So I also don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, that is the AirPods Max noise control for you. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit more about the rest of the components in detail.
I can't even hear this. What?
Okay, now let's talk about the construction of the AirPods Max. On the outside, it's made of anodized aluminum and the stainless steel frame with a wire mesh here. This mesh is supposed to distribute the weight across your head and also, I guess, to take away some of the heat or make it as comfortable as possible. Pretty flexible, and these telescopic arms here, I find that they are very smooth, but at the same time gives you the firm feeling. So when you put it on your head and if you try to remove it, or I mean if it won't get dislodged or change the position easily. So I think this is a very well and solid built set of headphones. And now let's talk about the ear cups. So these ear cups are magnetic and detachable, which is different from the rest of the brands like Sony or Bose, where they are built in. So if to remove them, you can't just easily buy them off the rack and change them yourself. So Apple has gone this route and allows you to just simply change the ear muffs if they do get damaged. You expect the outer case to last a long time, but most of the time users should actually just change their ear muffs as often as they can. Not just for hygiene purposes. It's to maintain the same distance between your ears and the 40mm drivers in the AirPods Max to give you the best listening experience possible. Okay, and let's talk about the controls on the AirPods itself. There are only two distinct controls here. One of them is the digital crown. So this digital crown is imported over from the Apple Watch, and I find this is a very intuitive method to control the volume. Alright, and also the play, pause, and the skip to the next track function is just easier to use compared to the Bose, which I find that sometimes can be fiddly at times. And the other button will be the active noise control or transparency mode. Just simply with a click of that, and you can activate which mode that you choose for. Before we start talking about the elephant in the room, I want to elaborate on one more thing, which is the ports. So, or lack of. There's only one lightning port here and not much other buttons or controls. The rest I can see are just the microphones. There are apparently 9 microphones in this AirPods Max to help in both active noise cancellation and for conversation speaking. Alright? Okay, now let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is the casing. I think as what many of the reviewers has indicated, most do not understand why Apple has done this case this way. All they could do is simply just to protect the main areas. Some important areas like the sides here. You could easily just drop this and you could damage these open areas. And even the port doesn't seem to be aligned properly for the lightning connector. So we really wonder what Apple is trying to do with this guy. The only thing that it's helpful according to Apple is that when you put your AirPods Max into this casing, you will turn it into ultra low power state to conserve as much power as possible. So if you leave it outside, apparently it will not be in full low power mode. It will just be in probably a normal low power mode. But if you want to go into ultra low power mode, you have to put them into the case. So this magnetic function apparently activates that and keeps it into low power state. So hopefully we can see more third-party case manufacturers coming out something to really make it more protective and not looking like a bra or a handbag. Okay, lastly, now I want to talk about sound quality, or how about the active noise cancellation. So I can see from my son's demonstration that it's pretty good. So I'm going to put this on and try them for myself. Well, first off, the fit is good. I do feel a bit of the weight on it, obviously compared to the Bose, which is entirely made of plastic in terms of the construction, the outer construction. So these guys are stainless steel, so you definitely get some weight there. So putting on for a while now, doesn't feel at all that uncomfortable, and it's on transparency mode, so it's quite amazing. I do have the AirPods Pro. The AirPods Pro has a good level of transparency mode and active noise cancellation, but this transparency mode is very different. It just seems so clear. Seth, can you say something? Okay, I can hear Seth very clearly, and I also can hear myself talking very clearly, and if I can pick up a lot of sounds from whichever direction it's coming from. So if you're in the market for a good active noise cancellation, I think this is a good pair to consider. I'm not sure how it will perform against the XM Force because I do not have the XM Force, but on first use, I do feel that it's very good, and I kind of like the feel of the AirPods on my ears. It doesn't feel that uncomfortable. You know, with some over-ear headphones, you can sometimes feel the compression. So I think Apple has generally done a good job in keeping it in a good, keeping the cushions soft, so you don't feel as if it's climbing down your head. In fact, I had that kind of issue with the XM3s, I believe, and that was the one that I had the feeling that it was pressing onto my ears. But these are quite comfortable. So let me try with a song. I'm going to turn on the active noise cancellation now. I can still hear a little bit of noise, but I pretty much cut out whatever ambient noise I can hear now. I think I'm at 60% volume level. Let me try at a higher level. I'm now almost at 90 or 80%, and I cannot hear my own voice anymore. I can feel I'm talking, but that's generally it. That's like what my son just now tried. Basically, I cannot hear anything around me. And now this is with active noise cancellations turned on. I'm gonna switch it off and turn it to transparency mode. So now I can hear back my voice a bit. I can generally hear because my volume is still quite high. So let me turn it down. Seth, can you say something? Yeah, okay. Not really getting in because probably the music is still playing, but I can hear myself talking clearly now. So for first impressions, I must say the quality of the sound. Okay, I'm not an audiophile, but I think this is a pair that you can enjoy. And if you're not into studio monitors or something like that, I think this is a good pair of headphones with great active noise cancelling and transparency mode. And of course, with the dual H1 chips in the AirPods Max, this will allow you to connect seamlessly between your devices if you upgrade to iOS 14.3. And of course, just picking it up and being able to listen to music straight off the bat, that is what Apple is great at doing. So first impressions are very good. Maybe I might do a little bit more of testing further on to see how it holds up against the Bose Quiet Comforts, although these are our own model, but it could be a good benchmark. Again, some of them complain about the battery life. This guy has a 20-hour battery life rating. My Bose also has that, but of course the Sony XM Force have 30 hours, so you know, do you really need that amount? Of course, at that price point you would expect that, but being Apple, this is something that they always, you know, charge you for, a premium to enjoy seamless connection. So if you are in the Apple ecosystem, I guess that's what you pay for. See you in the next video.